He's in the studio with me now. It's a pleasure to have him with me. Mike Elrington is his name. Mike, welcome to Blues on the Hill.
Good to be here, Baz. Thanks for having me, mate.
Absolute pleasure. Now, congratulations on this album, because I talk about blues and my show being music with passion, music with soul, and that's what you've got on this album.
Yeah, it's always been something that I have been drawn to, especially watching other artists, people that I started listening to in blues when I first started out, especially going way back to the early 50s stuff, Buddy Guy, Junior Wells, Howlin' Wolf, Muddy Waters, all those really big sort of originators of the electric blues. It was just that passion and that soul, and that was something that really inspired me as a player and as a singer and as a writer, and it's something that I've always been drawn to.
You grew up in Adelaide and then came across to Melbourne in about 2000?
Yeah, so I'd spent sort of 18 months to 2 years being involved in the local blues scene over there, the South Australian Blues Society. I used to go to a venue called the Governor High Marsh, which is still really popular over there, and they used to do a Wednesday night blues jam. So started going down there, playing with the other musicians, and then one night they actually offered me a gig, and I was very nervous, and it took me about 6 months to sort of build up enough courage to say yes, all right, I'll do it. So I did it and did a few more, and I struggled to sort of get a band and a lineup together in Adelaide, and had a hard time getting anything off the ground band-wise, so I came over to Melbourne. Dad was living over here at the time. I was about 19 and just started, same thing over here, going to jams, going down to the MBAS, their jam nights at the old Rainbow Hotel there, and just started putting bands together, doing gigs. 2003 started touring interstate, went to Tasmania. That was my first ever tour, and I go back there been back there every year since.
Let's talk about the new release, Two Lucky Stars.
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
Well, Two Lucky Stars, the song, it's been a song that I've had sort of floating around in the repertoire for many years now, and I've just sort of sat on it and struggled to find a suitable release for it. The last few albums I've done have been really band focused and more rock, alternative type music, so not really blues based. But it's been around for quite a few years, and I just sort of sat on it and never released it, and always wanted to, and finally got around to. I thought it was perfect for this record because it's my first ever all acoustic album, which has been the main focus of the live show for the last sort of 3 or 4 years. But I didn't have a record that best represented that, so I really wanted to make an album with that song as the title track, and I guess feature my best acoustic work and plenty of new songs as well.
Back with Baz, you are listening to Blues on the Hill. It's the Oz Blues Hour. It's a very special Oz Blues Hour in the house, in the studio at Blues on the Hill. I have Mike Elrington with me. He's been on the road for the last 3 weeks launching his latest albums called Two Lucky Stars. So about 3 weeks ago, Mike, you started?
Yeah, started up in Queensland, did the first show on the Gold Coast, and then Mooloolaba on the Sunshine Coast, then Brisbane, Toowoomba, and Eumundi back on the Sunshine Coast. I'll do the first track off the record, a thing called Still in Love with You.
So tell us about this one then.
So this was actually the first song I ever wrote.
Wow.
And again, like the Two Lucky Stars, I sat on it for a little while and didn't do a hell of a lot with it. It sometimes takes me a few years to get comfortable with songs to want to record them and release them. But yeah, I wrote this back in a Year 11 English class. I used to sit up the back of the class and sort of not really pay attention to what the teacher was saying and kind of drift off and do my own thing, and started writing lyrics and was playing around with this little sort of bluesy, jazzy guitar part. So yeah, it's been with me ever since.
Nice. Take it away.
Well, I sit at a home and I think about that love, how famous fortune that comes from the stars up above. Well, maybe one day I'm gonna be singing this very tune high above the clouds on a sunny afternoon. Well, I love that you now, baby. I think about that time, the time that's gonna take me before I get it down. When I see that a day you had, you better be around, because all that lost love, well now maybe you have found. Well, I'm feeling mistreated, my heart it has been torn. Well, now my body's been tired. I said my clothes, I said they are all worn. Speaking to you now, I'm becoming engulfed in my pain. You sat there and you lived while my tears, but they felt like rain. Well, you just went ahead. Now, baby, you said just what you wanted to say. It did all make a much of difference, not you anyway. Oh Lord, can you please tell me now just what shall I do? Please understand, 'cause I'm still in love. I'm still in love. I'm still in love with you. With you. With you.
Oh yeah. What did I tell you about passion and soul? That's what it's all about. Absolutely wonderful, Mike. Thank you.
Thanks, Baz. Yep.
Now, let's talk about people on the album, because we've mentioned Chris Wilson already.
Yep.
Who else? You got lots of people on this wonderful release.
Yeah, I mean, I still tried to keep it minimal, but add what I thought it needed. I mean, originally I was attracted to the idea of doing a completely solo record, and that's how I originally tracked everything in the studio. But it was just sort of, I thought it was lacking something. So I had a good friend and long-time drummer Roderick McLeod play some percussion, some light sort of djembe percussion.
Yeah, we just heard that on that last track.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
yeah, which gave it a really nice touch. He came in and did everything. He was great. He came in and did all the tracks in one night. And
like I was just saying, you've got, it's a modern feel. I mean, it's blues at its heart, it's blues at its core,
sure,
because that's what you are.
Yeah.
But you're taking it and you're just giving it, a contemporary feel, which is what I like about it.
Yeah, well, thanks, Baz. I mean, that's what I always sort of try to do. I have a lot of different influences and a lot of non-blues as well. I just love a good song, and I try and approach things from a songwriting perspective, and how can I construct a good song with some nice hooks, a big chorus. I like all those sorts of things, and with using a few other musicians, I was able to sort of bring those things out a bit more on this record. So having Rod play percussion and he's playing drum kit on a few songs as well. Obviously Chris Wilson playing harp and vocals. I had the wonderful June Harrison. She's a great singer that originally comes from more of a country background, but big booming bluesy soulful voice. She's doing backing vocals on a lot of tracks. I had Michelle Meehan play some violin on a song called Jennifer and do some backing vocals as well. Had another violinist called Catherine Quirk playing on Two Lucky Stars.
Yeah.
And I think that's about it.
Yeah. That's
There's a few people on it.
So we need to get one more live one out of Mike while he's here. What about this one? What's this one you're going to do?
This is another one from the record. This is a thing called Anywhere But Here. This is one I also had Chris Wilson play on, and that really brought it to life. So.
Okay, take it away.
Well, have you ever found yourself another thinking that you don't belong? You've been kicking out of the same old camp for far too long. You wake up every morning and you hear yourself a say, it's just the same old shit and just the death for one day. Yeah. Death for one day. Are you a rolling stone or a statue in the ground? You gonna sit on your ass and watch the world go around. Yeah. You're so sick and tired of your 9 to 5. But so without no name, looking for a reason to be alive. So without no name, looking for a reason to be alive. So without no name, looking for a reason to be alive. So without no name, looking for a reason to be alive. I'm gonna take me away, take me away, gonna take me away. Yeah, I gotta take me away. Take me away, take me away.
Absolutely wonderful. Music with passion, music with soul is the way I describe it, and that's what that was. Absolutely wonderful, Mike. Thank you.
Thanks, Baz.